When you turn a bunch of dunces loose, this is what tends to happen. Dunsical equilibrium. Mediocrity has triumphed. Everywhere you look, you see signs of mediocrity. The stupid person thinks that he's as smart or smarter than the smart person, and therein lies his stupidity. A lot of them call themselves CEOs. To succeed, you have to learn how to kiss up. Kiss your way up the ladder of success.
How do you change that balance of power?
I think it has to be changed at the individual level. We have to reshape the image of what it means to be a human being. We have to create a new kind of person. You can't run a democracy with a citizenry that really doesn't know how to make valid decisions. Most people don't even know what decision theory is. They don't know what maximization of utility is. We live in a highly complex technological world, and it's not entirely obvious what's right and what's wrong in any given situation unless you can parse the situation, deconstruct it. People just don't have the insight to be able to do that very effectively. We have to have an educated and intelligent citizenry, which I regret to say we don't necessarily have at the present time.
Say you had the opportunity to run the world. How would you do it?
Oh, well, one of the first things that I would do is I would institute something like the Manhattan Project for a safe, long-lasting means of birth control. Simply implant that in all children at age 10. That would solve our population problem right off the bat. It would also enable us to practice a benign form of eugenics. Or I should probably say anti-dysgenics. Prevent undesirable genetic mutations in the human genome. People who wanted to have children would apply to make sure they had no diseases. Either we have to do it through genetic engineering, or we have to let only the fit breed. We like to think that it is our right to breed as incontinently as we want to, have as many kids with whomever we want to. Future generations of mankind are being saddled with the results of what we do. Or don't do. Freedom is not necessarily a right. It is a privilege that you have to earn. A lot of people abuse their freedom, and that is something that people have to be trained not to do.
But who? Who does this training?
Well, I'd be perfectly willing to do it myself. Just put me in charge. We have to have a philosophical framework, an actual ethical structure that we can look at and say, well, this is without a doubt the right way of thinking. Within that framework, we derive an advanced ethics, an ethic that can be taught without fear in elementary school, grade school, secondary school, and in our colleges and universities. We have to start looking for possible alternative sources of leadership. I don't see anybody on the top of the heap now who is capable of doing this. They've all been co-opted by the system. They have too much to lose by deviating from what is now a barren path. It's going to take somebody else, somebody coming in from outside, somebody rising to the top from the bottom, shall we say.
Could it be you?
Who knows? It could be you.
But could you provide such a framework?
Yes, I could.